I'm going to tell you what I'll do if I have to start a side hustle from the scratch in 2025, knowing what I now know. You are somewhere between 35 and 55, so let me guess. And something inside you has shifted. You no longer believe the old lie that your salary will secure your future. It doesn't matter how stable your salary is, and it doesn't matter how fat your salary is. Some of you already know my story, how I earned fat salary and at the end of it had nothing to show for it. And besides, you're already seeing too much because cost of living is skyrocketing around the world. And then you're seeing your dreams, the older you become, as you're approaching 50, 55, you're seeing your dreams threatened. You're seeing your dreams feel delayed. Things you thought should have happened by the time you're 50, they haven't happened. And you almost have to work as hard as you did when you started working when you were 25 years old. So now, deep down, something tells you that if you don't build something of your own, you will still work for another 30 or more years and end up with nothing to show for it. And when you look around you, you see so many people it's happening to. And that's why I've felt this kindred spirit, with people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, because that's my generation. I look around and I see many of us in our 60s and in our 50s that still don't have it together. So this is why this video is very, very different. So I'm going to set up a thought experiment, and then I will take you through step by step what I will do if I have to start a side hustle, this time knowing what I already know. So let's set it up this way. If I lost everything today, the network, the knowledge, the income, and I have to start again in this economy, there are 3 or 4 things that I wouldn't do. If I was doing it 10 years ago, I would do, but if I'm starting now, there are 3 or 4 things I will not rush to do. So number 1, I will not rush to go and open an Instagram business account. Number 2, I wouldn't waste money printing flyers or paying a graphic designer to design beautiful flyers for me. I won't even start with the product. I won't. I will start with one invisible asset. And it is that one invisible asset that separates broke hustlers, people who struggle, from the people who are building in a very unstoppable fashion. And if you miss this, you will hustle for years and still stay broke. So stay with me, stay to the end. And then for each section, I'm going to give you an exercise so that you can make what you're hearing very, very practical. The first thing I want you to know is that most side hustles don't fail because of product and pricing. Many times we blame the product. Okay, maybe the product, people don't like it. You ordered things from China and then you're trying to sell in your local community. People are not buying it. That's not why the side hustle failed. They fail because the person running them doesn't know how to build belief in themselves and in the buyer. That's what I'm going to do differently, knowing what I know. This is what I know now. When I started, I didn't know that it wasn't about the product, but it's about knowing how to build belief in myself and then build belief in the buyer. And then the product will automatically take care of itself. So before you launch anything in 2025 and going forward, make sure that you have launched yourself. I think it's something worth typing in the comment section. I usually want you to engage with me. Maybe because my style is coaching, being trained as a coach. And when you interact with me and engage in the comment section, it actually transfers the energy of what I'm saying, to you. So before you launch anything, make sure you have launched yourself, because you are the brand, you are the trust, and you are the first product. Your first sale isn't about the product. Your first sale is about your story. That's why origin story is very important. People buy why you are doing it before they buy what you're selling. Let me give you an example of a side hustle I did exactly like this recently. Honey is the 3rd most difficult product to buy in the world, according to Food and Agriculture Organization. Is the most corrupt, the most adulterated food in the world. Honey. Now, you go to the supermarket and then you see 100 brands of honey, and none of them is honey. They are whatever people mixed and concoctions and all that. You buy by the roadside, what you buy is not honey. And I had quit using sugar for many years. Now, I'm telling you about my origin story because often it is your origin story that connects with the audience and makes them buy. If I had just come up with honey and say, buy honey, there's no way people will know how the honey that I'm selling is very, very different. So I had a problem. I have struggled for years to find real honey to buy. And when I couldn't find, I took the journey myself. I mounted my truck, drove around the villages and then the forest looking for hunters. Because when I was a child in the 70s, my mother used to buy honey. We used to buy honey from hunters. In the morning, you see them bringing it out from the bush, from the forest behind our house. And we bought it, and the honey tasted really good, tasted heavenly, was good. And the things I buy in the supermarket is nothing near that honey. It's all adulterated. So I started driving around looking for those same hunters or their children's children who used to hunt. I went to one particular place. I saw hunters okay, but then just when I was about to strike a deal with them, I got some piece of information that these people use an insecticide. There's a particular insecticide in this part of the world that they call otapiapia. I have no idea what chemical that is. So they put it, they soak it in a sponge and put it at the tip of a bamboo or something and put there for the honey. So for the bees to kind of escape the hive and all that. And I knew that that wasn't ideal because in the process of trying to use that chemical to scare the bees to harvest the honey, the chemical goes in there. So I kept driving around. I kept asking from one village to the other until I found this particular hunter in this particular village whose selling point is integrity. He would never adulterate. People do. He would never adulterate. He would just tell you, this is my price and this is real honey and all that. And so I found this gentleman, and I not only found him, I got my team, a member of my team, to follow him on the hunting expedition and to do the video, to video the whole thing. In the middle of the night, they started hunting like 8 or 9 p.m. and then they didn't finish until about 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. All that was documented in the video. Did you see that when you buy honey, when people buy honey from me, so people have been buying honey from me from the US, from the UK, from all over the place. And do you know why they buy it? Is the story. Because it's the story that makes my honey different from every other honey. So your first sale isn't about the product, isn't about honey. It's about your story. People buy why you are doing it before they buy what you're selling. Why did I do it? I want to not only use, but also make available unadulterated honey and unadulterated food for the rest of the world. Point number 1, don't sell a product, sell a promise. Make a note of that. Type it in the comment section. Don't sell a product, sell a promise. So I used to think that success in side hustling meant finding what's trending. And then if you go online, you find people who are telling you that, just find what's trending. And there are tools and places and websites you go, you find what people are buying. That makes sense. But it's not what's trending, because some of you have also bought what's trending to sell, and then you haven't been able to sell them. So here's what I know. People don't buy products. They buy promises. They buy a better future, one that feels reachable. So they buy a transformation. There's something in their mind, because when people are coming to you to buy your product, they are not coming to buy the product. There is a transformation. There's something, maybe a feeling, maybe something that they expect to feel or to become as a result of buying your product. So if your side hustle doesn't speak to someone's fear or the person's pain or the person's dream, you are just a noise in a crowded market. That's what it is. So people are not buying what you're selling, they are buying who they become after buying from you. For instance, I'm running this financial fitness challenge, which has people from all over the world, different places. People are joining from Canada, from UK, from US, from Sweden, from South Africa, from Cameroon, from Liberia. We even have somebody from South Sudan. So now, when people come in there, before they join the financial fitness challenge, they have a picture in their mind. They want to be financially free. They want to retire early. They want to build their portfolio so that they will stop feeling anxiety about money and so that they can secure their future. So that's why they are buying. And so your hustle must solve a deep fear or unlock a deep desire. Don't just let it be something on the surface. Okay? If it doesn't do that, it's not a business. It is a distraction. So let me give you an action step to make that actionable. So I want you to complete this sentence, and you can type it in the comment section so that you will remember. After someone buys from me, their life becomes dash. So complete that. It is that thing you have in the blank, in the dash, that you will build your side hustle to deliver that result. So after people buy Financial Fitness Challenge from me, their life becomes, they get more clarity around how to make money, how to manage money, how to multiply money, so that they can grow their portfolio and convert their active income to passive income that can take care of them for the rest of their lives. So the Financial Fitness Challenge was therefore designed to give troubled people, financially speaking, to give them rest, to give them peace of mind that comes from when they look at their portfolio. They see that what is coming from their dividends, what is coming from their investment is taking care of, not just taking care of them today, but also taking care of their future and the people that they like, that they love. So that is how you build a side hustle around something that delivers the transformation that the people are looking for. I like, there's a content creator on Facebook. I forget her name, maybe Nurse Victoria or something like that. So she's a midwife or a nurse, and she births pregnant women. She is amazing. I've never seen it that way. She makes giving birth fun. And in fact, if you see the thousands of comments under her posts, because she dances with the pregnant women, she dances with them, she puts music, she makes it so much fun. And if you look at the comment section, people are saying, oh, if giving birth is like this, ladies are saying, I want to give birth in the next 9 months and things like that. Very fantastic. And you can look, I don't know, I forget her name. But if you know the nurse, please type it in the comment section so that people can check that up. That's how you build a side hustle. You know, that nurse makes giving birth fun. You see the dancing, the joking with them, the whatever. So she makes it fun. That's the transformation. So when people are going there, they are not going there because they want to give birth, because there are so many other maternity wards. But they want that particular nurse because she makes it feel fun. Now she delivers all her babies, she delivers all her services in a fun way. And at the end of it, there's celebration. She has celebration. So she brings the baby, brings the mother, and then they dance, and then God, has given us these babies and things like that. It's such fun. And she's different. And she's doing extremely well because of that. So complete that sentence. After someone buys from me, their life becomes what? Then build your side hustle around that. Okay, point number 2. Build income, not activity. Type it. Write that down. Because what I've learned that's going to make me do it differently if I'm starting all over again is that when you start, you should start with building monetization. It should actually be the first thing. Build with monetization at the center, not at the edges. Because cash flow is the lifeline of your business and of your side hustle. If you start side hustle and you don't make money, it's going to die. And so I recommend that your side hustle should make money within 30 days. Otherwise, change it. Because the goal of side hustle is not impress your friends. It's not impress your neighbors. It's to fire your landlord. That's the goal. You must have a goal for your side hustle. It's not just to impress people. But you see, what I've discovered is that the average side hustler is busy. But the successful ones are strategic. So don't confuse being active with being effective. They are two different things. If your hustle isn't generating income by the 30th day, you don't need motivation. You need a new model. Okay? So scaling isn't about working harder. It's about eliminating the 80% of tasks that don't make money. So sometimes when I go to work with small businesses, I have them list all their processes and all the tasks. And then sometimes a business, depending on their size, might have 100 processes, 200 processes. And out of all those 200 processes in that small business, only 5 to 7 generate money. Those are the things you should focus on. Not all those other nice things, just nice to have, but they don't make money. And sometimes, you find a business that They do everything except be in the face of the customer. And they avoid it. They avoid selling. And so when I teach small businesses or I go to coach them, I make you understand that everyone in the business is a salesperson. Every job, first of all, is a sales job. If you're the receptionist, you're selling. Because if I get into the office and then you are toxic and you're disrespectful and rude, I won't even cross the reception to go up where the main business is. So everybody has to be trained to know that. So if your hustle can't make you money in 30 days, it's a hobby dressed in hustling cloth. Okay, so what do you do to make this actionable? I want you to create one offer. Just pick one offer on one platform with one conversion strategy. Just one. You don't have to be everywhere. Okay, so for instance, let me just give you an example of my own now, or let me give you an example of someone who has mentored me. So right now, he is marketing solar security cameras, solar-powered security cameras, which is solving a lot of pains. And he emphasizes in all his ads, he emphasizes the pain that is solving, and specifically the audience that is solving it for. Because in the ads, he mentioned people in the diaspora, Africans in diaspora, who have construction projects back in their home country, and they need to monitor what's going on in the project site. So he says, if you have this camera there, it gives you a 360-degree view of what's going on there. Now, he chose one offer. That guy is brilliant. The amount of money he mentioned that they have made in the first quarter is unbelievable. To think that in this economy that somebody can make that kind of money. I can't call that amount. A lot of money. And you know what he did? He just picked that one offer. The solar camera, solar powered 360-degree dual something camera that monitors your construction projects from anywhere in the world. You can log in and see what is going on there. It has an alarm that if there's intrusion, you can trigger that alarm from the platform, from the app, right where you are. One offer. Then he chose one platform. TikTok, that's where he is. Then he has one conversion strategy. Call this number. Call this number, we deliver, and then you pay on delivery. Simple. These guys, they have made millions. Made millions in the first 3 months. So focus on one product, one audience, one sales process, and then go all in for 30 days. That's how to do it. Don't do too many things, too many audiences at the same time. Like for me right now, I'm really very passionate for the people in 35 to 65. That group, I'm really so passionate about them because many people are hitting their 40s and their 50s without having mastered money. And then I'm probably passionate also because it happened to me. And I literally had to start all over again in my early 50s, late 40s, early 50s. So I've learned a lot to be able to help this demographic, and I'm focusing on them. Okay, point number 3. Skill first, system second. In the early days, I focused so much on logos and funnels and product design and all those things. See, but if you can't explain your idea within 60 seconds, in fact, these days, if you can't even explain it, because attention span is so low, if you can't even explain it in 10, 15 seconds, you don't have a side hustle. If you can't explain what you're doing, all you have is a to-do list. So what changed my life was learning real transferable skills, particularly how to sell, how to persuade, how to solve. I work with many tech entrepreneurs, brilliant at their trade, brilliant programmers, brilliant app developers, brilliant cryptocurrency, Bitcoin experts and things like that. But they don't know how to sell. And so you find many tech startups dying because the founder has no idea, how to sell. They are just happy, creating, developing. But after you finish developing, how are you going to sell it? So that's a very important skill. So in 2025 and beyond, the most dangerous person in the economy is not the one with a product. It's the one who knows how to sell anything. So I learned it. And that's why in my growth strategy, I have not limited myself. It doesn't make a difference whether I'm selling financial fitness challenge coaching event. Some of you who follow me, you see palm oil today, you see me selling honey, you see me selling my financial fitness challenge, you see me selling fufu, you see me selling my farm. That's why I'm telling you that your focus should be skill, not product. Build a skill, then build a system on it. Because if you can sell, then you can sell anything. So financial fitness challenge or palm oil or fufu or honey, wild honey, makes no difference. I'm making money from them, not from the product, but because of my ability to sell these things. And then some of you think you can only sell one thing. Why remain on why do you just sell one thing? If you master selling skill, you can sell anything. You can sell your house. I mean, I'm so excited about selling that I can sell my house and build another one because I know how to sell. Selling gives you this sort of confidence, when it comes to wealth creation. So because your skills are your true startup capital. Type it in the comment section. That's an aha moment for somebody. Your skills are truly your startup capital. So see, if I give you $1,000 today, it is your skills that will determine whether you are going to multiply it or whether that money will disappear. It's skill. So skill is a very powerful leverage. What's your action step for this point? Choose one high income skill to master this year. It could be sales, and I will really encourage sales, marketing, and I hope you know that sales and marketing are different. Copywriting, content, building systems. Pick one high income skill. It could be tech to master, like cybersecurity is really, really a very good one. Pick something that you can master, okay, this year. Then you build your hustle around that skill, not separate from it. Okay, point number 4. Build trust before traffic. We live in an age of visibility, but visibility without trust is dangerous, like some of you have been seeing. So there have been people who are so visible and they are selling real estate programs, they are selling investment programs and all that. And then people now give them millions and billions. And then within moments they finish collecting money from different people, they disappear. And so some of you who live in Nigeria, you have dozens of examples, like that. People who are very visible. There was a husband and wife, they collected, I think like 3.5 billion from people for investment. And then both of them disappeared, from the country. That's terrible. So build trust before you build traffic, okay? Because if you have visibility and you don't have trust, you're a very dangerous person. So it's not enough for people to see you. They must believe that you can help them and that you have their genuine interest at heart. And some of you who are registered in my mentorship program, the Financial Fitness Challenge, you see that there's no holding back at all. There's no holding back. The weaknesses, the strengths, the opportunities, the threats, my failings, my successes, I put it out there. And in fact, tomorrow, for those of you in the Financial Fitness Challenge, I'm going to do a live trade and I'm going to invite you to buying how you buy stocks and how you buy stocks at a discount in the Nigerian stock market. And by the way, if you haven't joined the Financial Fitness Challenge, I don't know what to tell you, but it's your choice. Because what happens is that that's the place that we do the things that I teach you. We implement it. I'm not even a good teacher. Some of you complain that the video is too long. But when you come into that group, it's all practical. It's not talking. It's making money. It's not talking. So you don't need more likes. You need more people saying, I trust this person with my money. What's your action step? Document the results you're getting. Okay, document the results. Ask people to give feedback, good and bad, about what you do, so that you'll be known for something very specific, because reputation is your loudest ad. Your reputation goes before you. I get to a market and somebody comes, I watched your video. I'm in the supermarket, shopping. Somebody says, I watched your video, all over the place. On the road the other day I was driving. Somebody ran, I watched your video. I follow all that. And then another person says, I've been binging on your videos. Reputation is your loudest ad. And yet, I haven't advertised anything on YouTube. I haven't advertised on Google. But reputation is my loudest ad. And then more importantly, those that I've worked for and what they say. Okay, point number 5. treat your side hustle as a startup. This is a very important step because a lot of people treat their side hustle like that's just what it is. Okay, they don't look at it like something that can actually become big and become mainstream. So your side hustle will always stay small if you keep treating it like it's a side piece, like something you are just doing to while away time, like something you are just doing to see, well, if it works, fine. If it doesn't work, fine. No. The opportunities are too massive to be casual. So if you want real freedom, you must build your side hustle like it is a company preparing for scale. That's the way you want to do it. You are not just running a side hustle. You are raising a seed stage startup. And then the investor is you. That's the attitude you want to approach it. So every hustle becomes a business the day you start measuring results, tracking your cash flow, and setting up systems. Before you know it, it becomes a very, very big and sustainable business. What's the action step for this? Start using a dashboard. It could be daily revenue. It could be weekly customer highlights. It could be something like monthly improvement plan. And that is how a hobby, just like play, turns into an enterprise. And finally, focus on one audience, one transformation. Type it in the comment section. One audience, one transformation. So if I had to start from scratch today, I will pick one tribe I deeply understand. And when I say tribe, that's in business terms. Okay, so I'll pick one audience that I deeply understand. And I'll design one specific transformation that they desperately want. And I'll build everything around that. One is enough. There's this lady too who I paid for coaching. She, for years now, she's been selling one offer. Just one offer. That's what she sells. And particularly on Facebook. I've not seen her ads anywhere else. I've not seen her on TikTok. I've not seen her on YouTube. Facebook. When she was coaching me, she opened her account, her back office or something. When I saw the numbers, it was shocking. It was shocking. At the time, she was just charging something like 37,500, but she would have a class of 2,000, 3,000 people. And by the time you do the math, she's doing in just one event, she's doing 54,000. She's doing 76,000 in one event. Million, I beg your pardon. 56 million, 70 something million in one event. And she runs it 4 times in the week. And you can do the math. So focus on one audience and one transformation. And then from that thing, because what happens is that when you focus on one audience, one transformation, before you know it, the invitations start coming from left, right, and center. Because a lot of us think when we are starting that if we do everything, then we are going to be more successful and more profitable. No. But if we are known for one transformation, people will. In fact, that lady just came back from Cameroon. They started inviting her in Cameroon, was it Liberia or Senegal? Somewhere. She's going around the whole place just on that one transformation. And now her coaching is 500,000 in Nigerian naira, 500,000. The session was 90 minutes. The session I had with her was 90 minutes. And she has a wait list. So some of you might even may have seen the lady I'm talking about. She's so good. She's so good at what she's doing. And then I remember a time I wanted her, there was a project that came up, big project that came up in Abuja with the government. And then I said to them that I can't do it, but I have someone in that area who is very good for it. Do you know this lady? She just wrote me straight away. So thank you very much for thinking about me and for referring me, but this is not my area. And she let it go, even though the thing was running hundreds of millions. She let it go. Okay? So you don't become more profitable doing too many things, but just being known for everything. Because at the end of the day, money flows from clarity. And then if people are confused, so confused hustles repel income. That's a quotable quote. Okay? Confused hustles repel income, whereas clear ones attract it. So if you're very clear about what you're doing, it will attract it. With patience, it will just attract the right money towards you. Okay, so you don't need 1 million followers. You need 100 people. Just 100 people who say, this is the one I have been waiting for. So because in a noisy world, the most profitable business is the one that speaks clearly to a specific pain for a specific person. And then there is an exercise. I'm going to leave these exercises in the description of this video. As a matter of fact, I could do a worksheet. I could do a free worksheet to go with this video. So if you want the worksheet, please type worksheet in the comment section and then I could do that and then bring it back to give you a link for how you can download it. Okay, so the difference between hustling endlessly and finally breaking free is not luck, it's not capital, it's not even connections. It's understanding that in 2025 and beyond, that you are the brand, you are the product, and you are the system. So start with the invisible, and then build a hustle that the world can see. These are the things that I help you do in my mentorship program. So there are 2 ways you can implement what I'm teaching you. The number 1 is to do it yourself. When you hear this sort of information that I've given you, you can take it, listen to it over and over again, get the points, do the exercises. You can do it, yourself, because some people actually do better when they do it by themselves. But you might say, okay, I need your help to be able to get through, to navigate these challenging times in my finances, to find clarity. If I want to start a side hustle, or I want to build an investment portfolio that will take care of the future. That's what I'm very excited to do. And that's what hundreds of people who are in the Financial Fitness Challenge right now have asked me to do for them. So if you want to be part of my mentorship program, the Financial Fitness Challenge, send a WhatsApp just with this sentence I'm going to give you. Don't complicate it, okay? It's paid for, it's not free. It is 125,000 Nigerian naira, okay, so that you don't start asking for the price in the comment section, or $125 US dollars if you're paying in dollars. But there is an early bird right now access that knocks off 20K from it. So you don't pay 125, you only pay 105. And then you don't pay $125, you only pay $105. Okay, so it's paid for and it's detailed. It's detailed. And the people that we have in the group are incredible. I don't even want to begin to mention the kind of community from around the world that you find yourself, helping each other to grow wealth, and then also giving each other business, giving each other opportunities. So if you want to be a part of it and you want me to help you do this, send a WhatsApp message, and all you need to say in the message is send me payment details. That's all. Send me payment details. You can say early bird, so that you will receive the link with the discount. Send it to +234 8088 000 111. So the WhatsApp number again, send me payment details to WhatsApp number +234 8088 000 111. Whatever happens, whether you choose to do it yourself or you choose to ask for my help, keep showing up, because you have no idea what's coming your way next. And I'll talk to you in the next video.